So I seriously debated about whether or not I was going to do this video, but I just needed to address this. So tonight, had the opportunity to connect with another Black man here in Houston who I met like last year. And so we were having just several conversations. So one of the things about this gentleman is that he would always, instead of like congratulating me for the things that I've done, he would always try to like tell me what I needed to do better. And for me, that was a huge turnoff. But not only would he tell me how I needed to do better, he would also throw the fact of how much money he was making or how much money he had made for that particular month. And it just, for me, it is such a turnoff when a dude leads with his money and then also solicits advice that was not asked for. So anyways, I was trying to explain to him that sometimes in the coaching space, or if you want to coach people, like giving unsolicited advice sometimes is not always the best thing to do. You got to wait for somebody to actually say, look, like, I trust you as a coach and I want you to give me advice. Trust me, I've learned. So anyways, as the night progresses, he's telling me that, so he was telling me about another person, and I won't say specifically the name because we both know this guy. And I was like, yeah, you always call her up. In fact, I found out that like Crown, y'all hear Crown in the background. I found out like, you know, like y'all really kicking it and you don't never hit me up. I thought we was cool. And so his response was, that's because she listens when I give her advice. She listens? Excuse me? Oh, Jesus Christ, that rubbed me the wrong way. Listen, it's not about me listening to another man, because when it's earned, I listen. But like, don't tell me the reason why you call someone and invite them to come to social functions is because she listens to you. You want a submissive woman. And I don't think there's nothing wrong with being a submissive woman to a man who has earned it. I don't think there's nothing wrong, because when it's a relationship, yes, I am a little bit more submissive to my man, but like, don't, like, y'all not together. And so like, I don't know, I just felt some kind of way. So anyways, as the night progresses, I'm still telling him, because he's feeling like he could help me to grow my business to a certain level. And I'm telling him like, but what you don't understand is that I'm happy. Like, I'm happy where I'm at. I'm happy with the people that I'm helping. I'm happy with the income that I have. I don't need you to tweak my business. I don't need your help. I don't need your help. I've never asked for it. And if there is a time where I do, then okay. But until then, I think one of the things that we have to learn as entrepreneurs is how to respect the boundaries. And so then he brings over some guy who, by the way, he bought me, so we're at a bar. So he bought me a bottle of wine. Let me just say that. So he bossed up, bought me a bottle of wine, which I actually left at the bar because I don't want your bottle of wine. If that means that means that like, you bought me in some sort of way. So one of the biggest challenges that I have as a Black woman, and this is something that I hate, is that sometimes people don't listen to what I have to say. They subject me to my looks. And this is not just because I'm a Black woman, but they subject me down to my looks. And, you know, I have people that sometimes tell me, well, you should be happy that somebody thinks you look good. But I bring so much more to the table. It's not just about my looks. And sometimes I sometimes just like hate the fact that it's only because of the way that I look. Sometimes somebody may listen to what I have to say, but that's the world we live in. Okay, granted, I got it. But I shouldn't be followed. I shouldn't be respected because of the way that I look. I don't know, call me crazy. But for a long time, y'all, that has been one of my biggest battles. See, the posts that get the most likes are always the posts where it's me showing the way that I look. It's never the ones where I'm showing information or value. People skip right past it. They don't comment, they don't like. And it's so disappointing that this is the world that we live in. But okay, we live in it. But the last thing I'm going to let somebody do is try to like reduce me down to my looks as if my intelligence don't bring any value to this world. So I'm telling them that. And the one thing that the Black woman wants that's out here grinding is to have another Black man to tell them you are doing good. I don't need someone constantly telling me what I'm doing wrong. First, appreciate me. First, give me my flowers. And a lot of times, and this is the thing, so then he brings this guy over, and all they're doing is telling me how I need to be listening to what they're telling me and understanding. But I'm telling them, I'm like, but you're not listening. It's not about the fact that he's like, well, he came to me the same way. Listen, okay, cool. If that's how he came to you, that's fine. But as a Black woman who has worked so hard to get to where I am, to be respected, to not to be subjected to the way that I look, it does not happen like that for men. I've literally had people tell me, be grateful, you look good. What the heck? I'm so irritated because this is how our Black men think about us. Maybe not all, but it's really upsetting to me. Because as I was trying to address the way that I felt, it was like everything I was saying was just totally being ignored. I'm not saying that like, okay, yeah, he came to you, but you are a Black man talking to another Black man. It's a different conversation than when you're talking to a Black woman. As a Black woman, the one thing that we want from our Black men is to be known that, look, queen, I see you. I see you grinding. And when you earn the opportunity to give her advice, that's when you give it to her. But sometimes what we need is support. I get told all the time, girl, shut up and be happy somebody thinks you look good. Girl, how you mad because somebody said you look fine? I'm constantly battling that. I'm constantly battling the fact that if I don't post a picture that doesn't show my frame, I won't get enough attention so that Instagram thinks that I'm worthy enough for your attention. Like, I'm so irritated.